Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of D6 where I, Yaro, Shien bring together writing friends, voice acting friends, and friends in general onto a D&D live stream where we roll some dice, drink some drinks, and have an adventure. So as usual, we're going to go ahead and jump on into the character intros, and then we will get into that said adventure, then we will shoot some shit, and so on and so forth. So, without further ado...
My name is Alanna, and this is my story. To say that misfortune follows me at every turn would be a sad, but true beginning. My mother was beaten, tortured, and left for dead, but carried me unknowingly. Going to one of the many elven clans, there I was born healthy and lived among her elven brethren. After finding love and starting my family with a wonderful man named Fender, we had a daughter, Alicia. Little did I know that misfortune would come my way once more. While going out on a food gathering with my mastiff Shien, our clan was attacked by humans. Fenrir died trying to protect my daughter, who later I learned was kidnapped. As I saw my beloved die in front of my eyes, I vowed to do whatever it took to find and bring back Alicia to the clan and to always be by her side. I've spoken out of turn many times to my clan, and it's brought me more than my fair share of trouble, but they know I'm right. I will also admit that I do love to partake of fine wines and nails a little more than the average woman, but that's only to mask the pain. I often hide behind jokes and sarcasm. You know, it's easier to laugh at my own pain than deal with it. When it comes to fighting, I believe that I've proven my worth more times than can be counted. My clan is definite proof of that. I have used my femininity at times to get men to give me information, but never letting them get too close to ever touch my heart again. Until I find Alicia, I will not rest. My goal is to find her and save her from the monsters who took her from me. She is my reason for living, and she is the reason why I fight.
My name is Mitch, or as I have been known previously, Rocky Duck Number 9, a monk from the North Country. I journeyed to the land of harsh cold after my adopted family started harshing my mellow. Here I came across the monastery home to the monk clan, the Rocky Duck, named for the particularly cute waterfowl native to the region. The Rocky Duck value cuteness to a very high degree. I was accepted into the group after a ritual, and was given the number 9 as my identification, because I didn't want the number 37, and the original number 9 had just passed away before I got there, so I figured... Anyway, I trained with them for several years until I realized I could be much cuter if I let my hair grow long. Yes, that is the only reason I left. Please do not inquire further. I now aspire to practice the arts and traditions that were handed down to me, but in my own way, and maybe become an entertainer on the side. I also hope to find a rich girlfriend. You know, either one works. Though these things may be difficult, as I am not a stellar conversationalist. Hopefully my cute hair will help improve my chances with these endeavors.
I am Arya Hope, rejected by society for being a tiefling, though raised by only a human mother. I found enjoyment in music. My mother first taught me the lute when I was a child, and I found myself skilled in nearly any instrument I encountered. I truly felt the magical properties of music, so I decided to become a bard. And I left my mother at the age of 13. This drew attention to me, mostly responses of disgust. Early on as a bard, I would work rundown pubs, and I would be nearly booed off the stage before I could even perform. A kindly half-elf took pity on me, and she gifted me a brass ring that I've worn ever since. From that day, I was hell-bent that I would not be brought down, and I continued to perform. The half-elf, who introduced herself as Florinda Audith, became a regular in my audience. She went on to introduce me to a mysterious promoter known simply as the Shadow Agent. I've never seen his face. I know only his deep, raspy voice. He's regularly flaunted his connections and has proved an invaluable resource to me. Time and determination was to my advantage, as my skill eventually earned respect, and I've come to a point of moderate success. I will never let go of my dream, which is to one day perform for the royal court. The brass ring given to me by Florinda will never tarnish, and it reminds me that I will not tarnish either.
I, Bagamnon Gorovroth, born in the heart of Dracovania, conceived by Durgrax, a general in the Dracovanian army, and Belnes, a teacher. I grew up enjoying some of the more finer things in life. A good home, plenty of food, and most of all, an exuberant amount of treasure. Until the age of 5, my father had taught me all he could about combat. So he sent me out to Grandmaster Zorbroth to complete my training. He said I had latent potential that he wanted to unlock. So, as the years went on, I trained with the Grandmaster, learning techniques I wouldn't think would be so amazing. I returned home after a few short years with my newfound experience of the world. I then became a member of the army, fighting alongside my father. Whenever we fought, I felt such a rush, almost as much as the rush I got with gold and treasure. Although we had our wealth, I found it to be rather plain. There's only so much Dragonborn treasure you can look at before it gets stale. So, I left home once again on a journey to find other treasures of the world, other than Dragonborn. My mother supportive. My father, on the other hand, while not the happiest, still supported my decision. Now on my own, I crossed the land searching for a good fight, and also the riches and treasures this world has to offer.
The dwarven monk Joseph Leadfist resented his life as a miner in the dwarven mountains of Goldthar, when one day, a group of nomadic halfling monks forced into hiding from a group of dragonborn mercenaries stumbled upon his mountain. They were being chased by the mercenaries so that they couldn't be tortured into revealing the location of their grandmaster, Tiny Nuggins, an expert in the martial art of Lung Fu Pai. He's considered a war criminal to the Dragonborns, but a hero to others. Those halflings took a shining to Joseph, enough to teach him the art of Lung Fu Pai. Joseph was a natural, and soon he set out to find Tiny Nuggins so he could complete his training. Joseph's a scrapper, trained in a martial art designed to punch above the user's own weight. As a dwarf, he is a lover of good food and drink. If a stranger wants to fight, he's more than happy. But if that stranger offered him a drink, he'd be even happier. Joseph has a fear of horses, and unlike dwarves, doesn't like caves or caverns, reminding him of the dismal life he had before the monks arrived.
I was born of a human woman and an orc, an orphan of the battlefield. The mercenaries who found me named me for the only feature they valued: brawn. As a young boy, I looked human enough. But there was something different, something off-putting about me. They took me on as a laborer. I had a secret though. I loved to sing. That was what kept my hope alive during the dark times. One day, in my early teens, a traveling band of bards came and entertained an army the mercenaries were aligned with. Duncan, a singer of great renown, was drawn to the sound of drumming and a melodious voice. He found me, trying to copy their music. I became a bodyguard, and eventually, a member of the band of bards. I no longer needed to be violent or destructive. I had found peace. Peace with Duncan and the band. There, I finally found the acceptance and friendship I had sought. I had found a family. Sadly, the brightest lights often cast the darkest shadows. Duncan's benevolence hid a darkness. He used the power and resources he gained to find an ancient spell that granted him immense power. He summoned a demon, and in exchange for this immense power, the demon slew the band members, save for me. I barely managed to escape with my life. My escape came at a cost. The demon tore out my throat, permanently ruining my voice. I swore revenge on my former leader, and the demon that destroyed my friends, falling back on the natural instincts and skills of my father's people. My orc heritage and the skills I learned from the mercenaries would now serve my quest for revenge. I've spent the last decade training myself to find the man who betrayed me and my family. I've become a fearsome swordsman, renowned for my rage on the battlefield. Someday, I will find Duncan and he'll taste the rage of my blade!
Hey guys, welcome back. Alright, so we might be down a Sam. I don't like has anybody messaged him? Other than me?
I don't know if I have him on Skype actually.
I don't. I don't.
I have him on Facebook. Let me double check. We might be down to Sam, you guys. So Joseph might not be here tonight. He was really he was all over the place yesterday.
Yeah, no, it's weird. Maybe the weather's like really bad and there's like a storm or he has some power or something.
Probably Australia is quite a weird place.
It
Let's
is.
see. I'm gonna message him on Facebook real quick. Anyways,
Australia's the harshest land I've ever visited.
you guys can go ahead and do your regular announcements. Let me get into contact with Sam real quick.
Alright, what's up, peoples? I'm Yomi and I'm mixed. Kill. I've made a video today. You can watch it on my channel. I basically show you what I do with the episodes. Here's a fun fact. I fuck 'em.
God damn it, Yomi.
You said my name?
She said your name twice.
I know. A little redundant there, Ava.
Shush, Dragon Jesus.
Hey, there's only one god in this room right now, and that's me.
And it's me.
I said Dragon Jesus. Not
I mean, in the room, yes, but we're on separate
rooms.
planes of existence.
Alright, there's only one god in this plane of existence, and that's me.
No, it's not.
No, there's
Me.
not.
I will
I'm pretty
fight
sure-
you for that.
I'm pretty sure little Hesty over there is gonna kick your ass for that.
I smite you!
Right? Alright.
Hey, the wee little one.
Alright, let's see. So, as for me, as usual, I like to give special thanks to Battlebards.com and Soundhammer Incorporated for providing music to this little endeavor of ours. There's not really much that I can say. I mean, I got my little itinerary and stuff right here ready. I'm ready to go. As far as I do know, I don't think there's really much that we can talk about that's happened new or of at recent at the very I mean, there would be one big announcement but I don't want to talk about it just about yet because we're not near the event of it happening, but as we get a little bit closer, I will talk about it a little bit more. But you may have, there's a hint on Twitter that you guys might find. So that's
To the Twitter sphere.
right. Also,
On Twitter.
as usual, let's see. As usual, you guys make sure that you follow us on Twitter. I put a lot of effort into making all these in Photoshop for you guys to go to. So
He really did. He had to redo mine like 5 times.
I only messed up twice.
Heh.
2, 5. I didn't say you messed up. I just said you changed it in Photoshop.
Yeah.
I guess the only news I have is that I have decided to collaborate with Miss Cookie on an Alanna story. Just
Ooh.
yeah. Rather than it be on her page, it's going to be on my Tumblr page. So
Is this about... Okay.
yeah. It's going to be what you think it is, Miss.
It's about the handsome new half orc who's recently joined the team and captured her eye.
Bullshit.
in front of the
I have
Dragonborn
an
for the jealousy.
I had a baby. I got my first 7 dice set the other day, and a physical copy of the hand.
That reminds me.
My baby.
I think I got a pair of cursed dice now.
Oh, really?
Because my roommate was moving out, and there's a hole in the floorboard was broken.
Yeah.
I pulled up and find 2 d20s.
Oh, jeez.
One of them is red and kind of creepy looking, and it has like a strange like half eye symbol on it instead of a 20. The other is just a simple d20, but it also has a weird like 2 swoosh symbol instead of a 20. I think I might be dying.
No, I could hear you.
Explains why you were feeling sick earlier.
Oh my god, you're right.
Alright.
By the way, guys, it's very entirely possible I might die during this.
In real life.
Um,
you
Real
mean.
life.
Oh, don't die.
I mean,
Or pass out.
as far as you guys need to know,
Nah, not that. I'm not talking about in games. I'm talking about real life. Braun will never fall. He will. He's freaking.
we just might find
Unless
out.
you.
He's
unless
like
you
his
make
white beard.
eyes
He will
at,
stand up.
Unless you make eyes at Alanna, he'll refrain from getting blasted in the face with fire.
Really?
Just saying.
Possibly. Who knows?
All right, Virginborn.
Dragonborns are territorial.
All right,
Alright.
Virginborn. Let's duke this out.
All right.
Mother.
So, I think with that being said, not too many announcements. Oh yeah, almost forgot because this is something that I've been talking about for several weeks now. For those of you who don't know, I ended up getting a second player's handbook in the mail by accident because of an Amazon mistake. So I do have the second one back here. At 1,000 followers, I will be doing a giveaway for the D&D stream, and how that will work is that me and the other members, me and the other members here will sign it, or will send me their signatures via being it Hawk and Sam, and then I will send it to you through snail mail, and you yourself will have a player's handbook with all of us signed and signatured all inside the book. And how that will work is that during the stream, I will announce, we've made it to 1,000 followers. Go crazy inside the chat, and I will pick some lucky winner, and then we will communicate with the contact and how I will send it and where all that stuff will happen. So that being said, that is a thing that will happen at 1,000 followers. So get your friends to go and watch the game and all that stuff. Family, friends, no matter who. Just get them to come over and watch. I think that's it for me. So dogs are dogs. So anybody
Just
else?
in case you little people wanted our autographs.
I feel like playing Hestia is going through her head.
Just a little.
Just a bit.
I'm kidding!
Yeah.
I'm kidding!
All right. With that being said,
She says she is.
I'm kidding!
no, I'm pretty sure she's kidding. Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry, you guys. I won't be.
We lost her.
Yeah, she cut out like mid-sentence. Give it a sec. I don't know what she was saying.
I think she's probably going to say she's not on a good mic.
Oh.
But
Maybe? Oh no. Ava, come back.
Well,
baby, come back.
Ava!
I'm
Ava! Ava!
Dun, dun, dun. All right. We'll try and get her back. I haven't heard anything from Sam, so Joseph will probably be NPC'd. I don't know if it will be for the majority of the game. He might come over. I don't know what will happen. So, with that being said,
Everyone tweet him.
yeah, yeah, he hasn't been on Twitter for the past, 16 hours, so he might just be sleeping. that being said, let's go ahead and just jump on into the game, and then we'll try and figure things out from there. So, from where we left off, our friends had come down from White Dragon Summit back to the capital of Alanna, otherwise known as Orion, and had come to find with a meeting with the Queen, the generals, and her advisors that the king had been taken by the infamous Montenegro family, in which now our adventurers had been hired or deemed necessary in order to retrieve the king in order to bring him back. And over a night of rather unusual events and some usual events, our adventurers had managed to mingle with each other a little bit more than usual. And as such, she's messaging now. As such, a new adventurer had ended up joining and being hired by the shadow agent, our friend Braun. And with the information provided, and now one of the other 4 generals, Maven, who has now joined them and are now leaving for the night in order to go to the Emerald Enclave, warn them, and try and figure out how to find the Montenegro family's compound. And from that point, you guys have prepared. Ava has already meditated. Everyone's already prepared, and as you guys are now leaving the office with your friends and also Maven as well, you guys exit through the front, and there you see a rather rickety carriage, along with what looks to be a farmer, and the carriage looks like it's got a cover on top, being pulled by one of these many ostrich-like creatures that had pulled your guys' carriage when you had come in. And you see sitting there a farmer-looking individual with a straw coming out of his mouth and a straw hat. You don't really necessarily see his upper face, but he's simply there and prepared, along with the shadow agent talking to him a bit. And he looks to you guys.
Well, this here is your transportation. It will lead you out of the castle into the mainland before you enter the Dro's ruins.
You guys, you gotta do something in order for him to acknowledge that you just did things. Sitting there quietly won't solve things!
I'm sorry. I had something in my ear. Could you repeat yourself?
This will be your transportation out to the mainland before you enter the Dro's ruins.
Ah.
Is Joseph still unconscious?
No, Joseph is along with you. A little bit more quieter than usual, trying to probably keep himself preoccupied.
Because if he was still unconscious, I was just going to throw him into the luggage rack.
Alright, as you guys begin to enter the back in the cover of night, it seems inside has several different hay bales for you to sit on. Kind of comfortable, kind of uncomfortable, depending on preference. And along with Maven sitting towards the end of the carriage, kind of just making sure that nothing begins to topple over, as we have 2 larger individuals within it. The shadow agent then comes to the back.
Muhammad speak to all of you.
He then helps close the back, and you hear the crack of a crop, and you hear the jolt of the carriage now pulling you along, now taking you out of Aurario.
Quick question: are we hidden in the hail bales?
Yes. You are.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify that.
You guys are considered stealth.
All right. Because I was just worried that my big ass wouldn't fit in the hail bale.
No, it's rather large.
It's large. I gotcha.
Yeah, it's rather large, but it's basically you and Begonnen sitting across from each other, as you two are the largest individuals.
So,
Nice scales.
thank you. I get them from my father.
Ah,
He's not wrong.
you see these?
I point to my teeth.
I got these from my father.
What sharp teeth you have there.
And I just point to my horns. You
Well,
see
thank
these?
you.
I got these from my father.
You guys are not wrong.
My character leans his arm out, and just gently pokes her horns at the tip of them, just to see how sharp they are.
Hey!
How would you describe them, Maria? Would you say that your horns are nice and pointy, or just slightly dull?
Horny. They're horny.
They are curved. They're curved over like ram's horns and are extremely sharp.
All right.
I'm glad I didn't get anything from my father except his stupid sarcasm.
I mean, didn't you also get your libido from him?
No, that would be my mother, but that's for another talk.
I mean,
I don't
Alanna.
like to talk about my father. He was an ass, and he was a human who abused my mother. So, thank you.
I
never knew my father.
As several hours pass, now somewhere around, I would say midnight, the carriage comes to a full stop, and you hear what seems to be a tap on the side of the carriage, indicating that you guys should probably get out. As such, Maven makes her first move out very quickly, almost gracefully, if anything else. Like, her body seems to be as light as a feather. As you guys exit, you see outside, as Maven is looking towards a giant cave opening, with what it just, there is no real light coming from it, but you can definitely tell, like, there is a direct passageway going way down, as the sounds echoing off of the cave walls.
And those of us who have
Dark
like
vision.
natural, dark vision, and we can see okay, right?
Yes. You can see in grayscale about 120 feet ahead.
Okay. Do I notice anything at first at the entrance to the cave?
Make a perception check.
You guys are gonna have to be my eyes and ears because Dragonborn can't see dark.
Which is a little strange to me, because, like...
That is really weird.
Like, the way, like if I were to say, like, dragons, or, like, any night-based animal, which are usually lizards, have an acute ability to see in the dark. But the fact that Dragonborns can't, it's kind of strange. It might be a genetic thing, but who knows?
Perhaps we can get a rope and fashion a leash for the elf to hold.
What did you roll?
Alright. I was actually going to ask what I need to check for a perception check. Let me roll fast while you look that up.
What do you want to find? Is more the question.
I was basically just trying to see if anything caught my eye at the entrance to the cave.
Okay.
'Cause I rolled a natural 10, and where do I find my perception number at?
Your
Is that just
modifier?
phone?
Yeah, it should be your wisdom modifier.
So just a +2, so I got 12 for my perception check then.
You just see a cave opening.
Okay.
Nothing too odd. If I were to really say, you can see a little bit of scribblings on the side, but what languages do you know?
Which is a good question. I know Orc, Common, and I can read Dwarvish script.
Then it's scribbles to you. That's all it is.
Could I point the scribbles out to one of my companions to see if any of them could translate it?
Sure.
There are markings on the wall there. It is in a tongue I do not speak, nor read.
As you say this to your group, Maven comes up closer to it. You hear as she bends over, what you can't see, but what you guys hear is a slight shh, shh. And she then stares to Alanna, and Alanna, from what you can hear inside your head, it is Elvish.
Oh, all right.
And then the voice recedes.
Okay. All right. Well, it is in a tongue that is native to me, so.
As you Alanna go up to it, you notice. You notice it down. It is written in slightly broken Elvish. But
So the ancients?
It's broken as in like it's not refined, like almost as if it's like bare children writing, and it writes in the dark elves reside.
Dark elves reside. The drows? Oh no,
Well,
not all drows are dark.
Drows are considered dark elves. From what you can tell about the history of this cave, and this is for you, Alanna, you've heard stories about this one because it is close to the Emerald Enclave. This was considered one of the broken off sub-races known as the Drows, as they had decided to go into the Underdark, and this would be a general passageway to get from the Emerald Enclave to Orario, or you guys would have to go around a longer way in order to get through a forest with possible thieves or bandits or whatever monsters you guys can possibly come across. But this is specifically known as the Ruin of Dro. It is where a large section of Dark Elves had taken home to, but after the Fable Mock, which is known as the First Great War, the Dro are present, but there's not many of them anymore.
Mm. Okay.
So Fable Mock.
All right. Well, if we are dealing with drows here, you all must be prepared. Just saying, if they aren't really the friendliest of them all.
Oh, what's the worst that could happen?
You could die.
Yeah, you could die.
Not when the bay's around.
What bay?
Bay with a power.
What power?
What is a bay?
Power of voodoo.
Voodoo.
Hoodoo.
You do.
Do what?
Remind me of the bay.
Alright. As this silliness goes on, you guys begin to see Maven, without really much of a second thought, begins to walk into the cave.
All right. Well, to just start our dark vision, we don't have to do anything special, right? We just
No.
go through. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right, I'll be in the front. Somebody has to make sure the Dragonborn doesn't get hurt.
I still suggest we put a rope on him.
Put a rope
No.
on you.
Enough, you two.
Alright. As you guys, along with the general, you enter in through the Drows reside within the ruins, and as you guys begin to pass, about an hour goes through, and you guys had gone in relatively deep, at least several hundred feet that you had descended, and as another hour passes, you descend about almost nearly 1,000 feet into what is now known as the Underdark. You then make it into a clearing where it seems not too wide, but there are several intricate stalagmites or something, and you can definitely see that there was probably something that used to live here way long ago. You also see several different other markings, large circles, and you guys can also notice that there are slight hints of elemental magic that is still slightly left over since the Fablemach, and that's why this cave is so still well known, is because it pulses with earthly energy as well. As you guys begin to go on further, about another hour passes, and you then enter what looks to be a clearing with several pedestals have been pushed over and fallen, and several piles of rocks are still left around. As you guys begin to walk through, you begin to hear a little bit of a rocky sound coming from the side.
What's wrong?
Who else hear that?
My hearing must not be as well as you two.
As you guys begin to continue on walk through this opening, you begin to hear several other different rock sounds, and I need you all to make a perception check.
I don't like this.
Hey, quick question.
Yes.
Danger sense. How does that work?
If read it in your player's handbook. If you don't know what it is, I'm not gonna allow you to use it.
No, I'm just having a hard time getting what's it called, a PDF to work.
Then
Adobe canceled my I lost my Adobe account.
okay, then let me.
I'm googling it. I think it'll work. Okay, at second level, I get uncanny sense of things nearby aren't as they should be, given edge, dodge away from danger. Have an advantage on dexterity saving throws against effects that you can see, such as traps, spells. To gain its benefit, you can't be blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
Is this a bard? Is this a barbarian thing, or is this a race?
Yes,
thing?
it's barbarian. Sorry.
Okay, danger sense. All right.
Well, I rolled a 17 total.
I rolled 19 total.
Okay.
Ooh, nice. 18.
18. All right. Let's see.
13, you said?
All
Can't
right.
hear you that well.
Sorry.
And for Sam, not well. And then for Maven, very well. All right. You guys begin to just stop in the center of this area now. And from what you can now see, especially those of you who have for those of you who have dark vision, the certain one of the two piles of rocks to the right is now beginning to move. For Maven and Arya, you can hear a sound coming from the roof of this, like from the top of this cave. Like you can hear. Let's see. And for you, Hawk, you can see far behind you. You also see one of the rock piles begin to move as well.
There's one behind us.
Alright, I see him moving too.
And as such,
Where?
I need all of you to roll for initiative.
Initiative.
God, yeah.
Yep.
Aaron, my initiative spot's blank.
You roll a d20.
You roll.
Oh, okay, so that's I got you now. This
Yeah.
is setting the initiative for this fight.
Yeah, it goes for every fight. So.
Okay. Come on, baby, you make a number. 17.
12.
2.
3.
I really like this cursed dice.
I go last, I guess.
Alright.
Oh, do I have to roll one for Shay as well?
Yes, but let me go through my list so I can make sure I get my monsters and whatnot.
Alright.
I like this song. It has a very Disney bounce to it.
It does.
Alright, so 20 and up. Everybody that's 20 and up, nobody got a 20?
No.
Oh,
19 through 15.
I got a 17. Son of a bitch.
Maven, let's see. 14 through 10.
12.
Come on, Dobby crashed again.
Alright, 9 through 5.
Shay rolled an 8.
Not the puppy.
I know.
The puppy's what holds this team together.
I know.
That was a freaking barbarian. Stuff again.
Alright, 4 through 2.
I rolled a 2. I think
Aw.
Arya said she rolled a 3.
3.
So, yeah.
And... Alright. I know all that.
Nate on its side is Infinity, Lord Kaiser.
Let's see.
What was I about to
Next.
say?
Yes. Those later. So, we have Raven here. Shay. Let's see. Alanna. Domin. Joseph. I think that's everybody. No, also Braun. You want to know what? This will be drawn for right now. Alright. Let's see. Next up, we are going to one.
Oh, for people asking, I am using the demon dice.
Yep.
1, 2, and 3. Alright.
Or are the demon dice using you?
Right?
I think they're from Magic the Gathering, because one of these symbols looks kind of magic-y.
Yeah.
Alright, so, first up, this creature is going to make a move towards Joseph. Let's see. He doesn't avert his gaze, unfortunately, because he can't at the beginning of this round. So...
If Joseph dies, Sam is gonna be so pissed at us.
It's his fault he didn't come.
I mean, some guys take a while, okay?
Oh,
Oh my
he didn't let me. He didn't let me know. He didn't let me know it beforehand. All right. So I need him to make a charisma check, which I already know what his is, and which he does. Which then he's going to go ahead and then this thing is going to make an attack onto Joseph. The only thing I don't know about Sam is his AC. Which is good because I'm glad I always make everybody send me their stuff. Oh, come on, Adobe! Alright. There we go. Just gonna print that out. As I turn over and hope that it starts sprinting. Alright, Alright, I'm going to just say he's going to succeed in his attack. It's first time and the second time, so 12 and fantastic. And people wonder how I do this. Oh, jeez. Alright. His armor class is a 15. That's good to know. Alright. Let's see. With that being said, let's see. I rolled. Okay, that was an 11, and the second one is 7. Alright. In which then Joseph takes about 18 points of slashing damage. Alright, that will be the end of this guy's turn. Alright, next up is Braun. You're up.
I have a question real fast.
Yeah.
You said you found like Joseph's armor class, and then his character takes slashing damage.
Yep.
Does he get the full 18 points, or some of it negated based on like armor and his armor class and stuff like that?
No.
Full 18 points?
Yeah, full 18 points.
Okay, I was wondering.
Yep.
So what I need to do?
Alright, you can move, or you can hold your turn. You can move to try and attack somebody, or you can hold your turn.
How far am I from everybody?
Here.
Okay. Sorry, I'm leaning in very close to the screen so I can see better.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. This has Begaman, that's Arya. Which of our people would be the most disadvantaged fighting these things?
That depends.
Probably. I want to say Arya, maybe.
Where am I in relation to her?
Arya is right next to you.
Okay, cool. Did you protect a squishy?
Aww,
All right.
so cute.
All right.
But anyway, I'm going to attack the nearest enemy.
There's so one right here. All right. Do you avert your gaze?
How will that affect my attack?
Well, the monster seems to have something to do with your mind. You're looking at it, and it seems to be messing with your head just a little bit. Do you want to avert your gaze, or no?
Yes.
Okay, you avert your gaze. What do you want to do now?
Am I still able to attack when my gaze averted?
You're able to attack, but you'll have a disadvantage.
Okay. Yeah, I'll attack.
All right. Roll 1d20 twice and take the lowest number.
Okay. And this is using the Giant Slayer axe?
Yes.
Okay.
You should have that already written up for yourself.
Yep.
Hoping.
I didn't get the which dice to roll for the giant axe.
It doesn't have an effect on this. It's not a giant.
Okay.
So you do have a +1 to your bonus, but it's not a giant, so it doesn't deal its extra damage.
Okay. Sorry, I meant that I forgot to ask you what the dice I needed to use for that particular weapon was.
Oh, it should be either a D6 or a D8.
If it's a great axe, I think it's a D12.
Okay. Gotcha. Anyway, I've rolled my first D20. First number is a 10.
Right.
Second number is a... Oh, fuck.
What is it?
Second number was a 2.
Alright, it doesn't hit.
Alright. So I guess that's the end of my turn?
You try and take a swing at it, but it doesn't land a hit because you had to avert your gaze. Yeah, that will be the end of your turn. Next up is Maven. Maven draws her lance, in which allows her to increase her abilities. She then moves on to the first one. She does not avert her gaze, but it just doesn't seem that the look of this gigantic being is concerning. And in a quick snap to a quick voice enters everyone's head. It's an Umber Hulk, and then it goes silent. And then she is going to attack with her spear. Which just barely hits it. So, +2, 1d6 +2. 4, 5, 10. And she does about 14 points of piercing damage to this being.
Oh yeah.
Alright, next up is Begaman.
Alright. I got both my swords up. Quick question. The platinum sword I got, it's still glows, doesn't it?
Yes.
Oh, sweet.
It,
Then I have.
it doesn't glow a light, but it has a glow to it, like within it.
Okay, so I can still somewhat see better than I would normally.
No, unfortunately not.
Damn it. All right. Oh, but wait, I do have another item.
Yes, you do.
Let's see if I can remember. Let me pull up the stats on that because it's not on my character sheet.
If it's in the chat, then it's not with you.
Mm-hmm.
You should have things written down on at least paper or at least a document.
Yeah, that's what I'm pulling up.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I still have the glowing orb, so I'm gonna go ahead and use that.
You pull out the glowing orb in a bright shine of light. You see and what you guys can now see all together clearly is this fucking thing. Oh, no.
He's ugly.
Okay.
Hulk.
Yep.
Hate those things. Encountered them
Alright.
many time emotions.
Well, then now that we have a clear, now that we have a clear vision of it, I'm gonna go ahead and attack it now.
I need. Do you wish to avert your gaze, though?
Shit.
I mean, you would have to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, damn it! I'll look away. I'll use my warrior instinct to hit it.
Wait, is that even a skill?
No, I'm just being.
Are you just being like, I'm trying to be a warrior and just?
It's just. I'll
Is that a skill?
because I am such a great warrior. Because I'm such a great warrior, I will hit it even if I'm not looking at it. For my woman.
Yep.
Hi, Alanna.
Oh my god.
All right.
This is my whole day.
Go ahead and make two attack rolls with disadvantage.
All right. So in other words, make 4 rolls.
Yep. Make 4 rolls with disadvantage.
Fuck. All right. First one, lowest number was a 13.
Does not hit.
Thank you.
I will go down with this
Oh
shit.
wait. Shit. Damn it. I rolled a 10. 10 is the
That one
lowest
also
number.
does not hit.
Fuck.
So, as you blindly begin to try and slash away at this thing, it seems that you did not make any connection with your blades.
I need my 1d12 out. I forgot about that.
Please tell me Alanna wasn't looking.
I looked.
We were all looking.
Doesn't help the fact that I can't see in the dark.
It's light now, you dolt.
Alright.
No one asked you, orc.
Both of you, enough.
Within the orb, it does about 120 feet of light within the radius. So it goes from where the Dama-May is, it goes somewhere around this area. Alright, let's see. The next one is number 2 over here. This one is going to come over. And Alanna, I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Charisma? Alright.
Yep.
Alright. Sorry. Alright, wait. Charisma, and let's see. 18!
As this Umber Hulk begins to look at you with its slitted eyes, your mind begins to kind of just almost shake away from you, but you just snap right out of it. You are considered still not confused, so you are
Okay.
in the clear.
Okay, so willpower is strong with me. Yay.
But he is going to make a couple attacks to you.
Okay. Okay.
So, the first attack is 17, and the second attack is a 4.
The first one hits, second one doesn't.
Okay. So.
Yeah, my AC is 16, so he just barely.
He does about 7 points of slashing damage.
7 points, gotcha.
Actually, no. I'm
Wait,
sorry. 12 points.
12? Okay.
12 points.
12 points. All right, slashing.
I almost forgot to add his strength mod.
Okay. Yeah. All right,
Wait,
so that's Umber Hulk.
Wait.
Wait, did you get it wrong?
I might have gotten it wrong. I see it's like a 1d8 plus 5, but I think that's its strength modifier, or I could be wrong. For right now, I'm going to say it's going to just be 7, because I think it's already just adding it within the parentheses. So I'll jump on a forum and see if I'm right or wrong. But for right now, it is 7 slashing damage as it comes down with one of its large, rather icky-looking claws and tries to slash at you, in which it does
So I got
some
my
damage.
arm.
It doesn't knock. It just it slashes from your shoulder down a bit to your upper chest, but it's not too deep of a wound.
All right. Still hurts, but okay.
Next up is Shay.
All right. Shay. You want me to hold off on Shay?
Shay is actually supposed to be move when you do. I can't believe I fucked that up.
Okay.
Shay is part of your moves.
Okay.
Let's see.
Yeah, that's why I was asking. Like, I don't know if we had actually established him as a separate entity of me, just an attachment, or if he was still part of me.
All right.
He's not a tumor.
He's not a tumor. No, he is the best thing that I have. Sorry, Bagami.
No offense taken.
I fear I may have lost one of my caps. Oh, fucking well.
To be fair,
Alright.
I find the dog more appealing than all of you.
Next up is another one.
Feeling is a true dragon.
As you kind of hear this, you notice that one of the, it seems like another Umber Hulk was on the top, and it falls right behind Alanna. But he does need to make a con saving throw. In which he doesn't, so he takes about 1d4 of falling damage. Okay. Alright. And then he's going to move, and he is going to attack you, Arya. Alright, his first attack is a 5, and his second attack is a 1. So
I use Hellish Rebuke in response.
Neither attack hits, I'm assuming, because you're armor class?
Yeah. Yeah, your arm class should be a little higher.
I just really want to use that spell.
You can! You can! I'm not going to tell you not to. You can, since it is a reaction to this attack. So, go ahead and let's see. How should you is let's see. Alright, this is a reaction spell. And I know very little of Hellish Rebuke, so I'm going to have to go through the character race first. Let's see. The tieflings are right here. Alright, Hellish Rebuke. Alright, it's a spell, so I'm gonna have to go through spells. Find traps. Just repose. Alright, Hellish Rebuke. It does. Let's see. Creature must make a dexterity saving throw. 2d10 of fire damage on a failed save. So go ahead and roll 2d10, Arya, and I will roll. Let's see if you roll the fucking 5. Yeah, roll 2d10 fire damage. Since he had failed.
Okay, got a 3 and an 11, so I have 14 total.
Okay. As in this immediate shock of this Umber Hulk popping up behind you, you as you're screaming, just dodging its attacks, in the immediate infernal blood within you, you cast Hellish Rebuke from your hands, and just rather in shock than anything else. Let's see, so 14? And it just bursts onto this Umber Hulk going. Okay, next up is you, Arya, actually. Do you wish to avert your gaze?
No.
Alright, I need you to make a charisma saving throw, then.
Charisma.
Yep.
Okay.
And since you are proficient, because I know a bard better than most, add your proficiency bonus as well. So it should be +3, and your charisma modifier on top of a d20. What'd you roll?
I got a 15 plus my charisma modifier, which is 8. My charisma modifier, which is 5, plus a 3, which for my proficiency bonus, so it's 15 plus 8, so I got 23.
As this thing tries to stare you down, you don't even wink at it. You don't even wink at this thing, and it's just like, what are you doing? And so go ahead and make your turn. What do you want to do?
I'm going to use Vicious Mockery.
Vicious Mockery would be used as... It would be kind of like what Hellish Rebuke is. It's a reaction kind of thing. So if this thing tries to do something towards you...
How many of my cantrips are just reactions?
I don't think Vicious Mockery is a cantrip, though.
Yes. It is. Vicious Mockery is a cantrip in my,
What is it?
in my PDF of my spells. It's under cantrips.
Witch Bolt. Weird. Vicious Mockery.
And you don't have Cutting Words in there for whatever reason.
Cutting Words is a class thing, though. Cutting Words is class, and I think that's what Vicious Mockery also is. So now oh, no, you're right. Vicious Mockery. Unless string of insults at a creature you can see within range. If the target can hear you, though it need not understand you, succeed a wisdom saving throw and take 1d4 of psychic damage. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you're right. So, yeah, Vicious Mockery. I thought this was a class thing. So, yeah, you can go ahead and cast Vicious Mockery. It does 1d4 of psychic damage if it Oh, that's... Okay, so what it does is that it does 1d4 of psychic damage, and it has a disadvantage on its next turn.
Okay. 1d4 of psychic damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your saving throw? It should be at the top of your spell list. Like, what's the DC set for your spells?
16.
Okay. Yeah, it didn't make it. We'll fucking 12. Alright, so go ahead and make 1d4 of psychic damage. And then it has disadvantage on anything it does next turn.
Okay, so I cast Vicious Mockery. Your mama's so fat, if she had a porn name, it would be Krispy Kreme.
As you say
And
this...
I rolled a 4. I rolled a 4, too.
As you say this, this Umber Hulk, which doesn't speak common, kind of looks around, and then all you hear is going in disappointment with itself. Alright. Next up is Alanna.
Alright.
Since you already succeeded in your saving throw, when it tries to attack you, you don't have to do it again.
Okay. So, I'm thinking, can I use my willpower so I can break gaze? Or high willpower, so like roll for willpower to see if, you know, I don't get affected or anything like that?
I'm gonna have to say no for right now.
Okay.
Mainly because it doesn't have anything written down here. And it's not written down in the player's handbook for willpower.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have to just not right now.
Ah,
not until
sure.
I can clarify that more.
Okay.
Ooh, you whore.
Alright. Alright, what's my distance from my nearest opponent? You said he's right behind me, right?
Right in front of you.
Right in front of me. Alright. I'm gonna get the daggers. I'm gonna get my twin daggers, not my Firebane dagger.
The daggers you bought?
Yeah. I have 2 daggers already.
Oh, okay.
I've had them the whole time.
Okay, alright, go ahead.
I gotta try to go for crossing slash damage, basically.
Alright. Go ahead. Roll 2d20s and see which one, and see if they land.
Alright, I got a 13.
That one does not hit.
And I have an 18.
That one does hit. That one just
Okay.
barely hits. So go ahead and roll damage for the second one.
Alright. 4.
Alright. Alright. As you try to attack with one dagger, it seemed to just slip just barely past you, but you end up coming up with your other secondary dagger, slashing it across its carapace. You can kind of hear it make like, ah! But it doesn't seem to be too deep of a wound.
Okay.
Alright, Sam is coming in and out. Sam?
He won't be able to join us, unfortunately. He is sick.
Oh, poor child.
Yeah. He's got a cold. Sorry. So, Joseph... Joseph needs his rest right now.
Alright, then
That's what happens when you try to snort black powder.
Hey!
Right? Alright. Then, with power invested in me, I will play his character. Alright.
If he's sick, he should go to the drug store.
Aww. No!
I hate who you choose to be.
Since he already achieved his charisma saving throw from the last turn, he's gonna go ahead and try and attack. I'm gonna actually make him use one of his abilities. Let's see. Alright, So as a bonus, I'm going to actually make him use Flurry of Blows, which, since he did not fucking write it down like I told him to, from the very goddamn beginning. Let's see.
Don't you love it when they disobey orders?
Right? Alright. Efficiency mode.
Oh, come on. We've all done that at one point.
6, 8, 14, so he needs to make... Oh, straight up fucking natural 20. Alright.
Damn.
And then, which it doesn't achieve. Let's see. Make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. Since it is a monk thing, I'm going to have to say let's see, 4 plus 5, 6. So he does about 11 points of bludgeoning damage. And then he's going to attack with his regular axe. So that is 1d12 plus 4. So he does 14 points of slashing damage to big buddy here. Alright. And I will call that to be the end of Joseph's turn, and we're going to go back up to the top. Alright. Alright, I have the Umber Hulk, and he's going to stare down at you. He's going to stare down at you, Braun. So I need you to make a Charisma saving throw.
Alright. Pull my sheet back up again. Charisma saving throw. Okay. My intimidation doesn't factor into this any, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, just double checking. Come on, baby. Daddy needs a good number. Alright, got 19.
As the stare of this giant Umber Hulk tries to scramble your mind, that steel barbarian half-orcish mind just doesn't seem to give in too much. And its simple cracks of its mandibles, it's going to make a slashing attack onto. Well, I guess everybody would be considered within range. He's going to make a slashing attack onto everybody here. So, Maven, Braun, Joseph, and Begamnin. So, let's see. All of them below 10, so I don't think it's going to...
Yeah, that doesn't hit anybody.
Yeah. The claw attack doesn't hit, but he's going to make one mandible attack towards you, Braun, in which that is a 19. So... I'm already assuming that hits. That beats your armor class, I'm assuming?
Armor class was 15.
Yeah, it rolled a 19. So it does 1d6. And it does 10 points of slashing damage to you, Braun. Alright. Next up is... Braun. Ironically.
I get very angry at this creature.
Giant Slayer is a battle axe which has the versatile ability, so I grip the axe with both hands. That'll allow me to use a 1d10 instead of 1d8, right?
Yep.
I mean 1d10 out. In case I actually make the thing.
Hold on, I need to double check because I think it's. Wait, is it already written down? Like, when I sent.
What, there's a battle axe?
Yeah, when I sent it to you.
Yeah, you told me it was a battle axe, and battle axes under metal weapons say they're versatile.
Great axe. It's not a hand axe. It's a great axe.
Oh, the thing you sent me said battle axe.
It would be defined as a great axe. It does 1d12.
Oh, okay. Let me change it then.
On top of that, you are not considered raged because you haven't said so just about yet. Just want to let you know.
I'm not really sure how the rage. I mean, I have it pulled up. I'm looking at it. I'm still not exactly sure how it works.
What you do is like, DM, I would like to rage, and I'm all like, okay, you're raging, and now you pick up all your rage effects that you get from your player's handbook.
Alright, looking at it right now.
So for Barbarian, since you are level 6, let's see. In the rage, you gain +2 to your rage for your damage, and let's see. You gain a bonus to the damage. Okay. You have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. You have advantage on straight shots and straight saving throws. So, and you also have 2 attacks, so that's good.
Alright, so I enter a rage.
Alright.
And I attack. Alright, I attack the creature in front of me.
Alright. Go ahead and make just a straight d20 roll. And since you are level 6, and this is what I do know, you also have 2 attacks.
Yes.
You have an extra attack. So, are you going to be using both of them?
Is a rage only a one-time use thing for battle, or is it
No,
like I have 2 attacks each turn?
It consists throughout the battle. You have to always be attacking something, though. If you don't attack something by the end of your turn, then you come out of a rage.
Alright, I'm going to use both attacks this turn on it.
Alright, then go ahead and make 2 d20 rolls.
Alright. First one's a 16.
That doesn't hit.
17.
That one does hit.
Now I rolled the...
So go ahead and roll damage plus your strength modifier.
Alright. So my strength modifier is a 5, so I'll roll a 1d12.
Yeah.
Then add a 5.
And also don't forget your rage damage, which is a +2.
Which is another +2. So it'll be a +7. Oh, wow.
So it's a 7 plus a d12.
I'm learning things! Oh. Okay, I rolled a 9 plus 7, so 16.
16? Alright. Alright, as you take an attack onto this Umber Hulk, it simply feigns its first attack, but you see a opening on its side, and you take another attack with Argoff, and it does this monstrously huge wound on the side of its body, just from the sheer size of Argoff, the Giant Slayer. And as what seems to be the blood of the Umber Hulk, it seeps into Argoff.
I forgot to mention one thing about Argoff. I just looked at his thing again.
Yep.
He has a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls.
Yep, yes he does. That make gotta always remember that.
I know. No. It's my first fight, mate.
Or else you got.
I know.
I know.
I'm not gonna like go.
numbers.
I'm not gonna do like. I'm not gonna do like a give backsies type thing or anything. I just
Yeah.
make a note up for the next fight.
All right.
My first time around.
All right.
It's
And
the first time. Be
It's
gentle
my
with
first
him, okay?
time.
all right.
Don't
That's gonna
be
go ahead and
gentle.
end your turn. Next up is Maven. She's gonna go ahead and use one of her psionic spells or skills. Let's see. She's going to use what is known as a psychic grip. She needs to make an intelligence saving throw, which in reality, these guys are not the smartest. Let's see. In which it fails. So, this Umber Hulk is now considered paralyzed for 1 minute. And then it is going to go ahead, she is going to go ahead and try and attack the Umber Hulk. She does not. As she tries to, as she waves upon her hand, and she manages to stop the Umber Hulk in its track. She tries to take a few jabs at it, both just not making any headway at all with this thing. So, with that being said, it's gonna end Maven's turn. Next up is Begonman. Your turn is up.
All right. That thing is still paralyzed, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna go after it.
As you try to get around and it does seem to catch your gaze, I need you to make a charisma saving throw. Just because it's paralyzed doesn't mean its skills aren't.
Oh, that's some booty.
You're some booty.
18 total.
Which you do achieve. So go ahead and make your turn.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and attack this piece of crap for swinging at us. So, let's see, first roll is 24 total. Second one is 21 total.
Don't add your strength modifier. Just that's only for when you are actually
Oh,
landing
okay.
an attack. It's just two clean rolls.
Oh, alright, well then 19 and 16.
The first one hits. The second one does not.
Alright. So, let's see, what was the platinum swords? Fucking shit. Oh. 1d8 with +5. Uh, 10.
How did I just put that pen? Oh, there we go.
Did you hear me?
Yep.
Ah.
Alright, as you try to take an attack upon this Umber Hulk, it catches your eye just a bit for you to miss your first, to hit it, but then not be able to make your second attack. And as you embed this sword upon its paralyzed arm, it needs to make another intelligence check, in which it fails.
Suck it.
We finally found something that Yomi's smarter than.
Oh,
That was a direct
Smarter than
burn.
you, bitch.
Fuck,
that
man.
was, damn, that was an
Alright.
icy burn for that red dragon.
Alright,
I thought dragons couldn't get burned.
alright, the turn is up.
I mean,
Alanna,
that's-
Alanna, I need you to make
Yes.
a charisma saving throw,
All right, and it's 17.
which you do achieve. Once again, the look of this Umber Hulk tries to embed itself into your mind and scramble it, which it does not. And it's gonna go ahead and try and make a couple of attacks upon you.
Okay.
The first one is a 17, and the
That one
second
hits.
one is a 10.
Second one does not hit.
Alright, so it's going to
My
make
ace.
an attack with its mandibles.
Okay.
And 7 points of slashing damage onto you.
Okay.
And let's see. Next up is this third Umber Hulk. Arya, I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Okay. I rolled a natural 15 again, plus 8 again, so 23 again.
Alright. As it tries to scramble your mind, it doesn't take its effect, but it is now going to attack you twice. And the first one is a 15, and the second one is a 5.
Oh. I'll use Hellish Rebuke again because fuck that.
Hellish Rebuke only works once a day, and then you have to do a long rest. That's the life.
These rules are so convoluted!
It says it right there in the player's handbook. You have it now. You read.
I wasn't looking at it.
I know your armor class is a 15, so it does beat it.
I know. I take damage. I realize that.
Alright. It does about 11 points of slashing damage onto you, Arya. As it comes down with its mandibles, it goes from shoulder to shoulder, just embedding its sharp mandibles just very deep into them and just pulling back. And also dropping you onto the ground. Alright,
That's graphic.
right? Kind of the same thing what happened with Alanna, only like just I would say just as bad. Alright, Arya, you are up.
Okay.
Also, that's what you get for calling out its mama.
Yeah, by the way, you started a Yo Mama So Fat and Stupid war on the Twitch chat.
On a
I
fucking
saw that.
Underhulk, by the way.
I saw that.
Alright.
I love you, chat.
What do you want to do? You gotta be quick.
I'm looking at my spells. Okay, you didn't set a time limit on this part.
Keep in mind, these turns are actually about like 6-second intervals, believe it or not.
I'm just gonna use Cloud of Daggers.
Alright. Pretty sure we've done this several different goddamn times, and yet I still can't remember the fucking spell.
I have used this a few times.
I know you used it a few times, but I can never remember.
I think that next time it's my turn, I'm gonna pull out the big guns.
Alright, it does.
I have a card up my sleeve I'm waiting to play.
Ooh.
Keep in mind, you could also do this at higher levels. Does 4d4 slashing damage. When it enters the spell
4d4.
area.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay. First roll is a 1. Second roll is a 2. Third roll is a 2. It's 5 plus a 4, so 9 total.
Alright, it does 94 slashing damage, because it doesn't clarify that it needs to make a saving throw. Or does it? Or does it?
Let's just say that it doesn't care.
Let's say that it does. Because I technically already know.
Well, does it?
That's what I'm checking for. Five daggers. It doesn't.
Ha!
Alright. 9 points of slashing damage. Which, once again, I've lost my pen. Alright. As you conjure up a cloud of daggers above this Umbra Hulk, raining down what seems to be these several different daggers upon its very thick carapace. You can hear the crack of the carapace a couple of times, but that's just about it. It releasing out this relenting kind of screech. Like, yeah! But that's just about it. And next up is Alanna.
Alright. I am going to replace one of my regular daggers with the Firebane dagger. So
Okay.
I'm going to switch. I'm going to use it on my left hand because I am left-handed dominant.
It's always good to know.
Yeah. And I'm going to go, again, slashing. So.
Alright, so go ahead and make 2 d20s. Oh no, I already had you do it, so I don't have to worry. That's really cool.
Alright. My first one is 17.
That hits.
And my second one is nat 20.
Alright, the second one is considered a critical. So go ahead and add...
Finally, I get the 20 day.
Alright.
Alright, I'm gonna say the second one is the Firebane dagger.
Alright. So go ahead and roll damage. So, you remember
1d6.
You remember how a critical is, right?
Yeah, it's
it's damage times 2, then you add your modifier to it.
Alright, damage times 2. So 1d6, 3 times 2. Alright, that's 6.
That would be your plus your strength modifier because
Oh,
you are attacking
plus-
with your strength.
Oh yeah,
So-
plus strength modifier. Let's see, my strength is...
So wait, did the first one hit?
Yes,
Yeah, the first
both
one hit. So do the first one, and then we'll get to
Okay.
the critical.
Alright. First one is 4 damage.
Okay.
Then the second one is 1d6 times 2, so that's 10. And modifier is 3, so 13.
I feel like something's wrong here.
Is it?
Something is definitely wrong here.
Strength is 3.
3, and then 3.
Because you said it's double, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Your strength modifier is 3, and then you rolled on top of.
Oh, one.
Okay.
Yeah, I rolled a 1d6, got a 5, multiplied it by 2, that's 10. Then add the 3, that's 13.
Okay. 3 plus 5, that's
Plus
an
5.
8.
Oh. Oh,
because
okay.
don't forget you're attacking with your strength. That's your strength modifier, which is your base attack, which is a 3.
Okay.
Then a 5 from your roll plus the I think it's the +2 plus which is fire.
Okay.
+2 from the fire because it's the Firebane dagger, and that's it's already 10. Then you times that by 2, which is 20. Then you add 3.
Okay.
So it's 23 fire damage.
23. Okay.
Which is why I felt that was wrong.
Okay, yeah, my bad. I was probably thinking in regular dagger form. My bad.
Alright. So, with the first attack, it doesn't... the velocity of the first attack it wasn't much, so with a little bit more power to it, you strike at it again with the Firebane dagger, and the burning of this searing, it smells like burning insect, like that pesticide-y kind of smell, deep within the lower torso of this Umber Hulk as it screeches.
Do that again.
Some pretty well damage to it though. Alright. Let's see. Next up is Joseph, in which he needs to make a saving throw. In which he fails. So he is now considered confused. He cannot make a reaction until the start of his next turn and rolls a d8. So he is not able to move at all this turn. And we're back up to the Umber Hulk. The first Umber Hulk, in which the minute has already passed. So it is now going to stare down Maven. In which Maven does achieve it, technically, as she is not seeing. As I remember correctly. And he's going to make a swipe to both Braun and Maven. So the first one is a 15. And one is a 9. So what is Braun's AC?
15.
That does hit for his claw attack. The other one is not going to hit Maven, so I need you take about...
I have a resistance to some bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage, if that makes any difference. Under Barbarian. The rates. Because he's still technically in a rage, right?
He is considered technically in a rage, so... I'm going to say... You're going to take half damage then, if it's resistance. Because if... I know there's a difference being able to nullify and resist. So...
Okay.
6... So you take about 5 points of slashing damage. As he tries to slash you with one of your claws in this big, rather unhinged rage. It doesn't seem to affect you as much as anybody else.
And what damage you say it was?
It does about 5 points of slashing damage. And then he's going to attack with his mandibles on Lyle. In which he fails. So as he tries to aim for not Lyle, Maven's head, Maven quickly ducks under and it catches just the top of her lance, and it pulls back away from it. It is now your turn, Braun.
Alright. Give me just a second. Let's see what we got here. Sorry, I was just debating whether or not to use Relentless Attack on it, which puts me at a disadvantage on my next turn, though.
Actually, do you want to avert your gaze or not?
No.
Make a charisma saving throw.
And I'm still raging, right?
Yes. But this is not a charm, and this is not a spell.
Oh, no, I was just double checking to make sure I was still doing the raid.
In the range, but I feel like there's something wrong though. Like, especially because barbarians don't usually fall for that kind of shit. Can't cast
Let's go for it. Alright, I got a 12 plus my... I got 16 charisma roll.
Alright, as it tries to enter in your mind, you just backlash at it immediately. It does not enter and scramble your mind. It doesn't...
Good. Good.
And as such, what do you want to do for your turn?
Alright, let's see. Alright, I'm going to do both attacks.
Alright. Go ahead.
Nice. Got a nat 18 and a nat 19.
Alright.
And
okay.
Sweet. Now I roll the...
You roll...
12.
You roll a... it is your strength plus the attack bonus, which is a +1, so you should be at, that's 6 plus the 2 from your rage, which is 8.
So 8. Yep.
And then you add the weapon.
D12. Yeah, I was making sure it was a D12 for this one.
Yep.
Yeah, it is.
So roll 2d12 plus 8. Both of them.
First one's a 9. So plus 8, so that would be 17. Second one is a 10 plus 8, so 18.
How do you want to do this?
What are my options?
That is enough damage to kill this. How do you want to do this?
Get creative.
Alright.
I grip my axe carefully, and I rage towards it, shouting, "Do you bleed? You will!" As I tear into it with my massive axe, rending it asunder.
And so you do. As you tear into this axe, you can hear Argoff laughing crazily within your mind, just beating this Umbra Hulk into a messy, pesticide-y smelly pulp. And the blood, as it begins to drip into Argoff, you can notice that the blades, the bony blade of Argoff just remains clean, as the blood does not seem to stain it, but rather go within it. And rendering this gigantic thing a mess. The first Umbra Hulk is considered dead. Alright. That will end, I think, Braun's turn. Let's see. Next up is Maven. She is going to go ahead and use her other, one of her abilities as a Psionis, which allows her to move faster, which is known as Body of Wind. Let's see. I know I have it written down. Dogs. Alright, and she's gonna make her quick way over to one of the other Umber Hulks here next to Arya. And she is going to try and attack that one as well. Dogs! Let's see. Let's see, 17 minutes. In which neither of her attacks do achieve hitting this Umber Hulk, but she manages to get over there with some amount of amazing speed. I think there is an ability now. Hold on. Yeah. Oh no, that's only an action. Alright. Next up would be... keep forgetting. Begomnin, you're up.
Alright. Guess move over to the other thing.
Alright. So move over towards this other Umber Hulk. I need you to make a Charisma saving throw.
16.
As it tries to enter your mind, it seems like just within that warrior's like intention, it just simply fades through, and you can take your full action.
Cool. So I'm just gonna attack him twice.
All right, go ahead.
Shit. First roll is an 8.
That one
Fuck.
doesn't hit.
Second roll is a 3.
The second one does not hit. As you try to rush up, as it did try to bleed into your mind, it just, you had to shake it off the best you can. And as you raise both your blades trying to attack it, none of them seem to have taken any confirmed hit upon it. That'll be considered the end of your turn. It's now the Umber Hulk's turn. And he's going to go ahead and stare you down again, Alanna. Which I need you to make a Charisma saving throw.
I think she's AFK.
Uh-oh. Alanna.
Oh, I'm back. Sorry.
Need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Alright, charisma saving throw. Sorry, I had to actually switch from the website to the dice. I got 14.
As it stares into your eyes, it seems like as much as you tried to resist it before, it seems to now have fully immensely made you unstable, and
Okay.
you are now considered paralysis over the next turn. And at the beginning of your
So
turn,
I'm paralyzed?
Yep, and at the beginning of your turn, I need you to make a 1d8 roll.
1d.
Currently, it's going to make 2 attacks upon you. Unfortunately, because you cannot defend yourself, you will be taking both the full brunt of it.
Okay.
So, with its claws, it makes 11, and the second one is a 9. So it does about 20 points of slashing damage with its claws and mandibles. As you're there frozen with it before this Umber Hulk, it slashes at you with its claws and then clamps down on both your arms and your lower torso, and crushing and slashing at you apart, now pulling back. Just...
I can still feel the pain, but I just can't move, right?
Yep. That's what makes them so dangerous.
That sucks.
Yep. And that will be the end of this guy's turn.
How much damage was that?
20 points of slashing damage.
Yeah. My turn has ended, right?
No, it's still this Umber. It's Umber Hole. This guy's turn.
Okay. Okay.
Next, this guy is going to go ahead and stare down Begamnon. And Begamnon, I need you to make a charisma saving throw. So where things begin to take a turn for the worst.
12.
As it stares into your dragonic eyes, your mind suddenly becomes twisted and broken, and you're mentally unstable. You are now considered paralysis for the next turn, and when your turn begins, I need you to make a 1d8 roll.
We're both paralyzed.
And it's going to make an attack on both Begamnon and Arya. And Begamnon, since you cannot defend yourself, you take the full brunt of the attack. It does 1 slashing. All right, it does 10 points of slashing to you, Begamnon, and for Arya, Arya, he rolled a 12, which doesn't beat your armor class, which I do know, because it is a 15. So as it tries to slash up with both of its claws, Begamnon, frozen in his confusion, takes the full brunt of the attack, while Arya just simply feigns the attack to the side. But it is going to make a second attack with its mandibles to Arya, in which it does a d20, fortunately. So Arya, I need, let's see. See, 4, 9, 18 plus 5. Arya, it does 23 points of slashing damage to you. This is what I mean by things can take a really bad turn for the worst.
So there's 3 of us that basically paralyzed at the same time.
Basically. Alright, Arya, it is now your turn.
Run!
I look the Umber Hulk right in the eyes.
I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
I rolled an 18 plus 8. That's 26.
You look it dead in the eye, and it doesn't seem to. For you, it doesn't just naturally affect you. It just looks. It's like you're not staring. You're not confused by it. It's just looking at you.
I look the Umber Hulk dead in the eye, and I grab my bagpipe. Yes! Yes! And I smash it in its face, screaming at it, I smite you!
I'm trying to remember what the bagpipe did for its damage roll. You're going to be rolling, it's going to be your base strength. Okay, first, make a d20 roll, and then make another d20 roll.
Oh, crap.
Meanwhile, Braun is just staring over there like, what the fuck?
The bagpipes of destiny.
Make a d20 roll to make sure it hits, and then make another d20 roll to make sure it doesn't break. does not hit, but make another d20 roll.
Don't break him.
7.
As you pull out your bagpipe screaming, I smite you! As you try to throw it down upon its head, you miss it completely, and it catches onto one of its mandibles, and you hear and you hit it upon its ground, and you hear and a large breaking sound. Your bagpipes are now considered broken.
Well,
the bagpipes of deafnessly are no longer.
I feel like I just missed the importance of this.
trust me, you don't want to know.
You really don't. Ow.
I'm gonna give you
This
a
should be
bonus
okay.
attack though, and I'm gonna let you try and recover from that bullshit.
Well, so much for inspiration. We're fucked.
She has an entire arsenal of instruments. That's the thing.
And she uses her most favorite ones.
Her
You don't use the
beloved
favorite
bagpipes.
What? Greatest comment. Mitch should have died instead.
Mitch isn't
Game
even
over,
here.
insert coin. Game over, insert coin.
After
He's so
that
dead.
bullshit, I decide to attack it with my rapier.
Okay, go ahead and make a d20. Roll d20.
Oh.
18.
It does hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Keep in mind
Why
that
are you so done? You look so done.
No, I'm not done. I feel slightly proud of myself, but also slightly disappointed in myself.
You broke my bagpipe!
Okay, first and fucking foremost, I didn't break your bagpipes. You did.
By
I
the way,
didn't roll
Braun,
shitty. You did.
by the way, Braun right now just has an Excalibur reaction face to this whole thing.
They're wanting to know if the bagpipes can be fixed.
They can.
Probably.
You want to know what? I'll have you make an intelligence roll after this, if that's the issue. We were off to a very good start.
Oh.
Jesus. Alright, what's the damage?
Oh, whoops. That's, D6. 2.
D6 plus 2. What's the damage? What's the damage? What's the damage?
I said it's 2.
It's 2?
I rolled a 2.
Is that plus your strength modifier?
Oh, 3. I only have a 1 for my strength modifier. 3.
As angered by the destruction of your bagpipes by your own hands, you quickly draw your rapier and poke at it immediately. It doesn't seem to have done much, but it slightly made you feel better.
Oh, okay, Marcus. Okay. My real life Shay is here, by the way, joining us.
Bork, bork.
He's
All
right
right.
here.
Bork, bork.
Alright.
Stop, son. You did me a frighten.
Stop. Alright. Alanna?
Yes.
I need you to make roll 1d8 and then make a
Alright.
charisma saving throw.
Alright. D8 is 5.
My love for you,
And
Yeah, you in your mental fortitude, you seem to just rush away, like you don't seem to know what direction you're going in.
Okay.
And it does make an attack of an advantage on you, in which it rolls a 10, so I'm pretty sure that doesn't hit.
Alright. And my charisma is 7.
You are still considered confused.
Alright. Question. I didn't get to ask this last time, but can Shay make attacks since he's technically not doing anything at the moment? He's just my companion.
Okay. As Shay tries to stare down this Umber Hulk, I need him to make a charisma saving throw.
Alright. And right under the dog, and 18.
Shay, as simple-minded as any dog would be, doesn't seem to be rather affected by this.
Aaron, I have a question.
That's good, boy.
Yes.
Is the stuff that the gaze, is that considered like a charm? Or
It does. Let's see. It doesn't say that it's a charm. That's the thing.
Okay, because I was trying to figure out if it would apply for something for my thing later.
I would say ultimately it's a psychic thing.
Okay. Alright, sorry to interrupt.
Alright, so Shay can make an attack though.
Okay. Alright, Shay. Claw.
Alright. So Shay does an attack. Roll D20.
Roll d20, and it is another 18.
Which hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Alright. Damage for him is 1d8. Oh, nice. Alright. 6.
6. Alright. Is that plus his strength modifier? They seem to have to ask that a lot.
Yeah. His strength modifier. Actually, he doesn't have that much strength. It's okay. 8 total.
Alright. Alright. Okay. And with that being said, Joseph needs to roll 1d8. Oh, fucking that one. And he just doesn't do anything.
Joseph is gonna die.
He's just sitting there. He's just like...
Just sitting there. How is he not dead yet?
Fuck if I know. Let's see.
He's dead on the inside. His soul was bereft of his body.
And so we are now at the top of the turn. Braun is up.
Alright, got a question. I have 2 attacks still under rage, correct?
Did you attack last turn?
Yeah, I killed the guy, remember?
Oh yeah, okay. Then yeah, you're still in a rage.
Alright. Can I move over towards the thing that's attacking Arya and Begaman and attack there? I have 40 movement speed if that helps with anything.
Okay. Glad to know. You would just be barely outside the range of the one attacking Arya.
Alright, what about the other... there's just 2 of them left, right?
Yeah, you could get to the one over by Shay.
Arya, what's your health looking like?
Oh no, Tara. You lost her. She'll probably
Shit,
be
she's
back in
dead.
about a second. Yeah.
Trying to see if I got anything that could speed me up.
How about the Kaioken?
God, no.
Stop that. Stop that. There are currently no abilities that a barbarian would know that would be able to increase your speed.
Yeah, let's see if there's anything would have... Which of the two Umber Hulks are most damaged? Appear to be most damaged.
Make a perception check.
All right, that's a D20, right?
Yep. I'll consider this a
And
reaction.
the wisdom modifier.
Yep.
Yeah, 14.
From what you can tell, the one over by Shay is probably the most roughest looking one.
The roughest?
Yep.
As in most damaged?
Yep.
Looking? Alright. There's no way I can like aggro the creature towards me on this next turn to keep it from killing Begamin and Arya there.
No. It is solely focused on attacking Shay now.
I meant the one that was attacking Arya and Begamin.
That one would be focused on attacking Begamin and Arya and Maven.
I forgot about Maven. Shoot. I will move over towards the... Sorry, Arya and Begamin.
It's cool.
I'm gonna move over to the one attacking Shay, because it's the closest. And I'll use my... pull my sheet back out again.
Always have your sheet out, man.
No, because Adobe keeps crashing on me. He's being a pain in the you-know-what tonight.
Okay.
I don't know why it's doing this, but...
Oh, by the way, you guys, I didn't mention this, but this is something that I had to actually go after Sam the other week. He put down 23,000 experience points. That is not the starting experience points that I started everybody off. I started them off at 14,000.
Yep.
All right. I am going to use my passive berserk ability to enter a frenzy, which gives me a third attack.
All right. Goes into a frenzied rage. All right. Go ahead and roll.
I was looking to see if I could do anything with that to, give me more movement, but that doesn't work.
Yeah.
So I get to roll 3 d20, right?
Yep. See if they
hit. Another d20.
Actually, I need you to make a charisma saving throw first.
Oh, right. Whoa. Lost my buddy. My buddy. Ooh, 17.
As you rush over to try and help Shay with this Umber Hulk, it stares at you, just once again in this raged mode. It just simply phases through your mind. Alright, so go ahead and roll your 3d20.
Nice having 3 dice for this, actually. Alright. 117.
That hits.
118, and 16.
That does also hit. The third hit doesn't hit. So go ahead and roll damage twice.
Alright. Plus not my 8.
So it is 8, and then go ahead and roll 12 twice.
Yeah. Oh, for first one, nat 12. So 20.
Alright. And the
second one? Second one is a 5. So plus 13.
Alright. As you attack this Umber Hulk with the Argoff, you cry and you break into its carapace on its side, and you attack it again, trying to break some more of its carapace on its underbelly. And as you try and come down, you unfortunately, in your frenzied rage, miss the third attack. And that should end your turn for right now. And next up is Maven, in which she is going to actually use one of her psionist abilities, which is an amazing little buff. Let's see. Actually, no, she wasn't going to use a buff. That's right. Alright. With her mind, she is going to try and use Conquering Mind, which allows her to... Which, actually, this Umber Hulk needs to make a saving throw. Which he does not! She raises her hand upon this Umber Hulk, and she bends her hand in where it is now looking directly at her, and then it becomes docile. It seems to now be within her command. And with that, she then turns to try and attack the this one. This one's actually going to stay here for right now. And she is going to attack it with her lance, which she does not. Actually, no, she needs to roll twice because technically disadvantage. All right. In which she does not end up hitting this Umber Hulk. Simply try to focus on controlling one, trying to attack another. Doesn't seem to relatively give her an advantage on that issue. And next up is Begonnen. I need you to roll 1d8 and tell me what it is.
8.
Okay. You turn to Arya and you make one random melee attack with your platinum sword.
The fuck?
Yep. That's what it says here. On a 7 or 8, the creature must make one melee attack against the random creature, or it does nothing if no creature is within reach. You are standing right next to Arya.
I'm also standing in front of the friggin' whatever the fuck it is.
No!
DM says attack Arya.
I will go down.
Also, considering the fact that this was the Umber Hulk that did send you into this confusion, so you can't really face the same direction and attack it. You are now attacking something else.
Oh god.
Bye.
So roll a d20, and if it hits, it hits.
Please don't hit. Please don't hit. Please don't hit. Yes! 5!
What is it?
5.
Alright, in your mental confusion, you just don't seem to know what's happening, and with your warrior-like instincts, you swipe away, just barely missing Arya, and it's just like, what the fuck? And I need you to now make an intelligent, or a charisma saving throw.
Yeah, that's pretty much my reaction right now. What the fuck? Fuck you, DM.
It says right here! DM
is a dick.
You have no idea.
DM is a dick! Chad agrees.
Alright,
No,
Aaron,
go ahead and
19
read it.
total.
Oh, don't kill the squishy.
After trying to take your swipe, you hear like the slight scream of Arya, and it just snaps you right back into what? And and you manage to break out of its gaze. What you notice is like now a scared Arya and a very docile-looking Umber Hulk looking towards Maven.
I'm sorry.
I forgive you. It's not your fault.
This Umber Hulk is now going to just that's going to follow closely behind Maven, and that is going to be its turn. Arya, go ahead and make your turn.
Okay. I decide to use Vicious Mockery again. And, oh yeah, Charisma saving throw, right?
On what?
That's how you've been having me start off all my turns.
But what do you use it against, though? No, you don't have to. You don't have to roll a charisma check. It's not staring you down.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know this more than I do. I didn't start playing this until we started.
I know. Remember what I said as it just simply walked away from you guys? There's nothing staring you down.
Okay. Well, I go up to the Umber Hulk that caused Begamnon to almost, slash me.
Okay.
And I use Vicious Mockery again.
Alright. What's the DC?
16.
Alright. Let's roll that again. Yeah. It doesn't make its saving throw, so go ahead and roll the damage.
Okay.
Oh.
Your mama's so ugly. When she looks in the mirror, Bloody Mary goes away. and that I rolled a 6.
How do you want to do this? How do you want to do this? I want to hear as you do this vicious mockery. How do you want to do this? As you say this,
I get right up in its face, and I say, very sternly, very matter-of-factly, your mama's so ugly. When she looks in the mirror, Bloody Mary goes away!
As you do, this Umber Hulk, this docile Umber Hulk, looking at it, like feeling its complexity no longer complex, its life no longer life. It is now so disappointed in itself, it breaks off one of its own mandibles, puts it to its forehead, and begins to slide it through. And it just slumps back.
You smited him with himself!
I smited him!
I smite you with yourself!
I smite you!
Oh my god.
You
Holy fuck.
Oh my
man.
god, I can't believe that actually worked!
Yeah!
You talked down a fucking Umber Hulk. That's a story for the ages.
Maria. Back at
Little
it again with the vicious mockery. I might use this more often.
Like, there are many stories of how people have used vicious mockery to kill things. this being one that I think I'm gonna remember forever.
Oh my god.
You all will.
Alright.
I need a drink after that one.
I'm gonna say that's gonna end your turn. Alanna, I need you to roll a d8 and then make a charisma saving throw.
7.
There isn't anything around you, so you just stand there.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll for your charisma saving throw.
Charisma. Oh, thank God! 19!
As you now stand confused as to what the fuck happened, you look and you see a mandible within an Umber Hulk's head. One's already beaten to a pulp in a corner, and the other one is surrounded by Lyle, Braun, and Shay.
Oh, don't you mean Mavis?
Oh,
Not Lyle.
I keep forgetting because I'm using the same one that I used for Lyle.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So that's gonna go ahead and end your turn. Joseph is going to make a D8.
I'm like shaking my head. What the fuck just happened?
There's nothing around him, so he doesn't make any moves. Let's look at charisma. Plus, in which he doesn't break out of his confusion. He's just still standing there, like
looking like an idiot.
Yep.
Looking like he does.
And as such, it is now your turn, Braun.
Alright. I'm still in a frenzy, correct?
Technically, yes. Since you did hit. You did attack.
I plan to use all 3 attacks on this creature once more.
Alright, go ahead.
Alright, let's see what we got here. I don't have my strength of these, do I?
Not to the original D20 rolls.
Okay, no. Alright, so I got a 16, a 15, and a 19.
The first 2 do not hit, the last one does.
Alright. Now roll the D12. Oh shit, come on, fall to the floor, roll on the floor.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
1 second, fine. Oh,
uh-oh.
Fuck off, cat. Sorry, had to take for the cat.
Never play D&D with a pet.
That's
Shay.
true. He's asleep.
18.
Okay. As you, once again in this frenzied rage, you try to attack and attack again. The first
Hold on 1
2...
second. Is it too late for me to ask if I could have used Relentless Attack on that?
Yes, it is too late because you've already attacked. As you try to attack twice, it doesn't make any confirmed hits, but as you come down in this rather executioner's style attack, you manage to finally hit something. You manage to hit the Umber Hulk enough, and you do quite a bit of damage. So, Alright. That being said, next up is Maven. As she is now slightly confused at the fact that the controlled Umber Hulk that she had is no longer willing to live, she she then just does let's see. I know I have. Let's see. I know. Let's see. In which she then uses one of her actions. She is going to do a lethal strike. As she's going to She finally hits something. Also, second attack? Second attack doesn't hit. As she finally takes her lance, she takes a stab at the Umber Hulk. And it's going to do... Let's see, 2, 4, 6, see 9, and then also 1d10 of psychic damage. Let's see. So it does 11 points of psychic damage. This thing needs to make a DC saving throw, in which it just does. Alright. It pierces it with a mental, with her ability, and she does about 13 points of psychic damage. So, this thing is looking relatively rough right about now. So, that will be the end of her turn. Next up is Big Omnin.
Alright. Now that I'm not incredibly
Stupid.
crazy.
No, he can't help that.
Fuck you!
Sorry.
I'm gonna attack this motherfucker.
You're way too out of range to try and attack.
Oh,
You could get closer to
there's
it.
one thing. Yeah, let's go ahead and get closer to it. How far am I getting close enough with my movement?
No.
Well, then it's a good thing I have another weapon. I have hand axes.
Okay, but there are people surrounding it.
Well, fuck me! Wait, you
What's
guys,
your aim, Dragonborn?
will you guys move to the side? Cause I can, kind of shimmy my way through and attack this thing.
You would have to make a use dexterity instead of strength, and then I'll have Lyle do a dexterity saving throw.
Alright.
So go ahead and roll.
Shit. 9.
As you throw one of your hand axes, it doesn't seem to hit anything, but Lyle manages to get out of the way enough for you to even attempt the throw, but it doesn't hit the Umber Hulk. It just goes.
Damn it. Now that I have your attention, I'll kick your ass my next turn.
Alright. So, next up. Alright, the Umber Hulk is going to stare down Shay, in which Shay needs to make a charisma saving throw.
Alright. Saving throw. 16.
Simple-minded animal just doesn't seem to get the stare. Alright, and he's gonna go ahead and actually make an attack on both Maven and Shay.
Alright.
So the first one is 11 to Shay, the other one is 15 to Maven, which I'm assuming neither hits, but he is going to do a mandible attack onto Shay, which that does not hit for is a 9.
Yep.
All right.
Barely missed with that 11. He's a 12, so.
As it tries to swipe up with both of its claws and make an attack with its mandibles, it seems like you guys have gotten the basic skill of taking out this Umber Hulk. Alright, up next is Arya. You're up. And
Okay.
Once again, Arya, I want to remind you that this thing is looking relatively rough.
Okay.
Throw the remains of the bagpipe in it.
Bagpipes are currently broken and cannot be used.
Well, okay, Chad wants me to do the fusion dance with Shay. I appreciate your reference, but...
How would this kill the Umber Hulk? First off,
Arya is not a crystal gem, I'm sorry.
Braun has seen far too much porn to know where that is going. Medieval Tumblr is terrifying.
Yes, it is. Tumblr in general was terrifying.
I'm gonna use Vicious Mockery
I think that's your last one.
again.
I think that is your last.
I really want... Vicious Mockery is a cantrip. I can use it as many times as I fucking want to.
I'm actually gonna check myself too.
It depends on how many cantrips you already have. I'm gonna say that. So you can use a cantrip, but that depends on how many cantrips you have. In which I have to check how many a bard has to begin with. Bard.
It even says it's at will, so...
You have 3 cantrips. Meaning
This
you
would be
can
your
use...
last.
You can... Yeah, this would be your last Vicious Mockery.
Then I better make it count.
Yeah, you fucking better.
I would save that if I were you.
So, it needs to make a DC saving throw first. Which is a 9, which fucking takes full damage. So, I want to hear this. I want to know what kind of damage this is going to cause. Impress me.
Yo mama's so fat. When she went to the doctor, they set her on the scale, and the doctor said, I needed your weight, not your phone number.
Okay. Roll the damage.
And I've been forgetting to add my charisma modifier, so I'm going to do that this time, so it should be even more.
You should be doing that.
I know,
Roll the
I know.
damage.
4 plus my charisma modifier of 5, 9.
As... Fuck me, right? How do you want to do this? First and fucking foremost.
Holy shit, did it actually?
She killed a fucking 2 fucking overalls with Vicious Mockery.
2!
Yeah!
You've got to commit suicide.
I depressed him for you.
I walk up to the Umber Hulk.
Okay.
I caress its face, and I
That's part
whisper
of it.
in its ear, Yo mama so fat. She went to the doctor, and they set her on the scale. The doctor said, I need your weight, not your phone number.
In its depression, this rather infernal language coming out of your mouth, whether you knew it or not, it walks over to this pillar specifically. It grabs it with both claws, and it begins smashing its head up against it again and again and again, and you can begin to see the muck being now left behind with each smashing upon this pillar, and again and again, and then one more time, and it stops. And then it simply slumps over in its death.
Damn, Arya is vicious as fuck, man. Don't fuck with a bard.
This is my favorite move now.
Okay, well, you have to do something to replace the bagpipes. Makes sense. I know, your poor bagpipes.
Oh no, I plan on getting my bagpipes fixed at the first chance I get.
You know you could have used the harp, the flute. Hell, I had a You could have used your javelin. You know that, right?
Well, I don't have a harp, and I don't think I have a flute. I have a lute.
I have a flute that I could have just let you borrow for that one.
Wow. Well, okay.
The bagpipes died, unleashing her full power. Fucking right?
That was like...
That is the fucking Naruto sale right there.
No, the bagpipes are like Trunk's sword. It's like unlimited fucking power the minute it breaks.
Yeah.
They were right in the chat before. They were holding me back. No, that's just my vengeance for what happened to my bagpipes.
She killed 2 of them. Damn.
And wait a second. Yeah, they're right. Morik 3 is right. I have 3 cantrips.
Yeah.
4 cantrips, I mean.
No, you have 3. Level 6.
I know 4.
You know 4, but you could use 3. Anyways, as the battle begins to settle, you are now left around just in this area of now with various dead Umber Hulk bodies being left around. Dog. In the lateness of this night, Maven turns over to Alanna. Shall we pursue forward?
Yeah. I think the worst of it is over with. Still hurts.
And keep in mind that she's only been talking to Alanna.
Yeah, I know. So, psychic link and all that stuff.
I guess.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna be behind everyone. Just keep going ahead.
Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Here.
Then you guys then proceed onward through the cave. You got due to what seems to be just the natural history of these caves, and Alanna kind of just now giving some clear directions as a way to get through. You guys have finally entered to the outside of the cave, as it has taken you several hours to resurface. It is now the breaking of dawn. And as you guys then proceed to go on forward, you finally enter what seems to be, you can hear some hustle, some bustle, and as you go through a break in the forest, you then see what looks to be several gates, or rather huge fences, and a singular gate with one large overarch into it. Definitely lots of floral looks, as this looks to be the Emerald Enclave, with a couple of guards now staring down this group of adventurers.
Alright. And as I come from behind everyone, I just come up to the gates. Hello, everyone.
The guards notice you immediately, and one of them turns to each other, what seems to be merely whispers, and then the other one rushes off into the Enclave.
Okay.
In several different movements, you see the guard climb down from his area, now standing in front of you. Alanna?
Yes.
You're under arrest.
What?
Yeah.
Alanna Mirathara, you are under arrest. The council is to see you immediately. And as he says this, Maven kind of pushes through and looks this guard in the face. I understand, but this is a partitional pressing matter and it must be handled correctly. If you wish to stand as her witness, then I think they'd be more than willing to take your word for it. And Maven simply just nods her head yes, and it seems that it is only Alanna and Maven now being led away.
I'm sorry, guys. That's all I can say to them. Not even looking at them.
And as the rest of you begin to enter within the Emerald Enclave, it seems like now there are some very keen eyes on the rest of you. This now ragtag-looking group of a tiefling, a dwarf, a dragonborn, and a half-orc.
Just throwing it out there. Kinda blaming the half-orc.
And
perhaps this would not have happened if you'd paid better attention to the dealings of your woman.
Them fighting words.
I will leave. I'm gonna leave you guys from this point, and we're gonna go ahead and follow Alanna and Maven through this real quick, and then we'll probably wrap it up after this. I promise. Such, I actually need to get my security codes, which I do not have, because I'm a piece of shit. Up there. Alright. Alanna and Maven,
Yes.
As you guys are brought through the Emerald Enclave, you would then enter what looks to be the center tree of the entire enclave. As you enter it, you go up a variant amount of stairs. Within it, you can definitely tell that this is probably a lot more higher in its order than any of the others. And as you come up to the final steps, you see the door, in which the guard opens it, and you are led in front of 3 individual high elves. To you, Alanna, you know this as Himalayan, in which you know him the best as he is the father of Fenrir. He is your stepfather.
Father-in-law.
Yeah.
God
sorry, my bad. Eliaville, which is probably the one that had talked down to you the most about not looking for Halicia. And in Elioque, in which she just in Elioque is the one that kind of talked down to you. Eliaville, Ivievil. Sorry. is more of a youthful, more the youthful of the three, and as you know, high elves to be, high elves when they age gracefully. They become far more beautiful as they age. Himelior seems to be the head of this council, as he just sits in the center between these two women.
Alanna, I'm glad to see you have returned, as I also hope you understand that there is punishments for your actions.
I understand.
I have heard the whispers of Melora.
And the other two look to him.
I am sure that she has spoken to you.
She may have.
And there is a pressing matter ahead.
And as he begins to rise from his his placement, he begins to walk around.
I understand that there is also a greater issue at hand. From what I know, the King of Alannon has been taken. What would you know of this?
I know little of it. I know that the Emerald Enclave is on the path to be attacked again.
Do you know by who?
By the same people who attacked us the last time.
By name, Alanna.
I keep forgetting. Yep. My bad. The Montenegro family.
I see. And how has your search been for Alicia?
I've gone to Polderberg, and I've talked to the leader there, and I've been banned until I find her as well.
So not only had you left the Emerald Enclave in order to pursue your daughter, who we may not even know if she is alive or not, but you have also possibly caused an outrage between our clan and the dwarves of Polderberg.
As he says this, Ellen begins to kind of just sigh and give a bit of a scoff off to the side. This issue is causing more of a problem than it is solving it. You were necessary to stay here, instead you left. You are now pursuing an empty dream. I understand that it is your daughter, but I had also lost my son. I'm sure a lot of us have lost many families. And what of you, Maven Poe? As he now looks towards the general. In what seems to be a long silence. I see. He then returns back to his seat.
The king was most certainly on his way. What we do know is that he never made it here. What I can tell is that if this Montenegro family is the cause of this issue, then maybe it would be wise to search for the guidance of Melora, and hope that her ever-seeing eye through the forests might be able to give us an advantage. And as such, he begins to sit back in his chair and he closes his eyes. And after several moments of more silence, he opens his eyes. Dogs. It is strange. This may not suit me. I'm afraid I am currently detached from my patron. Perhaps this might be your moment. Alanna, if you wish to truly redeem yourself, maybe it's time that you finally come to terms and pray to the patron. You will be under careful watch and eye for the next couple of days, until we can figure out what to do. In the meantime, I would suggest meditating at Melora Shrine.
What of my companions, the ones I came with?
They will be carefully watched as well, and hopefully they will stay out of trouble. Considering how they are associates of yours, your crimes could possibly affect their outcome as well.
I understand.
As for you, Maven, you will stay here and we will discuss things further. And he raises his hand, and he simply gives you this this gesture of you to leave. And there are a couple of guards that now walk up and present themselves to you, now guiding you out of the chambers of the council. And from that point, we are going to call it a night.
Hey.
Hey Aaron, I would like to just point out to you that on my official sheet, you gave me no spell slots for cantrips.
Because cantrips don't have spell slots.
Exactly, so why limit them?
Because each game has a very specific way of handling magic, and because it is a bard level, and like it's how many you know and how many you can use doesn't really matter, or well, technically does matter. At the 6th level, you know 3, and so what I'm going to say is that, and this, what I'm going to say, especially if it's going to be 3 cantrips that you do know, those are 3 cantrips that you can use. It's kind of like how it is in it of itself a spell slot, but it's basically the same way that you would handle like 1st or 2nd or 3rd level spells.
Okay.
Alright. So, you guys have finally made it to the mother frickin' Emerald Enclave.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll let you
Yay.
go.
And I made an Umber Hulk kill itself.
Twice.
Two. Yep.
You killed 2. Oh, which, by the way, for those of you who have been at this game since the very beginning, your levels just went up 1.
Yay!
Because
Yay!
because I have been talked to by Ava, who has been keeping track of all of our experience points, and 3 Umbered Hulks dead. Each one is about 1,800 points, and then another 50 for each one killed by an individual. So that's 100 extra for Tara.
Yep.
So I will.
I killed one as well.
So how much does that put us at,
So,
Ava?
for at least for Bagamnin, Alanna, and Arya, they are level 7. They have just hit that threshold. So.
Yeah,
Alright.
but let's see. What are the actual?
Like, what's our experience points?
All right. Let me see. I have them actually written down.
Which is good because I have not been.
All right. Adding up.
So.
Let me see. I actually have
I'm
it in
still
my
at
notebook here.
14,000, aren't I, Aaron? What would I be at now?
You started at 14,000. Since this is your first fight, it is 3. Hold on, let me get a calculator. Let me use my calculator that I've been told that I will not have it on me at all fucking times. Fucking math people, right?
Oh, and I didn't I get the kill the first one on my own?
Yes, you did.
So you gained 5,450 experience points.
5,450?
Yep.
4,550.
No, 5,450.
5,450. So what does that add up to now?
For him, that he'd be at somewhere around 19.
Yeah.
And that's counting the one I killed by myself, that little bonus?
Yeah, that is also including the 50 plus bonus.
And for me and Yomi and Ava.
Okay.
All right. Ultimately, everyone that didn't kill one gained 5,400 experience points. So you gained 5,500, Arya, because you ended up killing 2.
So all right, so Arya's got 23,562.
Okay.
Agamnin is actually up in the higher levels
Yo.
at 24,615
Wait, hold on. 23?
because he won the Polderberg festival. That's why.
I know, but I'm just double checking at what level, because I fucked that up at least once, and I know I'm gonna fuck it up again. Okay, so it is at 23,000. It
Yeah.
is level 7.
Mm-hmm. 23,562 for Arya. Agamnin is at 24,615, and I'm just a little bit below that at 24,417.
All right.
Oh yeah.
So Bagamnin is the highest one of us 3. So.
Alright.
And Joseph should get points as well. So will I don't know. I don't consider Shay leveling up at the same status as me, so I don't know. What does DM say about that?
DM says yes.
All right, so 24,417.
So Shay is the same level as you at all times.
Okay. So there, you guys have your sheets. Now you can upgrade your online sheets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your sheets, and I will go through everything. Hold on.
So what time
Oh, yeah,
do
I
you,
saw-
what level do you end up leveling up at? Or no, that's in the character book. I'll look at it later.
For you to be able to level up, you have to make it all the way up to 23,000.
Okay.
So when you initially start, because we all started at level 6, it was 14,000. You just keep adding points from there, and you get your individual points. Not to mention also group points, as DM says in our weekly chats. So.
Okay.
Also, Arya, you got your first 4th level spell.
Yeah, there you go.
Next up is a fighter. And fighter gains, let's see, level 7. At level 7, you Begonnen gained another feature to your archetype.
Yep. Let me see what I get. I gain, I think, a level 2 spell. I believe that's how it goes for me. Let me see. Ranger.
Let's do a war. As a ranger.
No, I don't get it until 8th level.
Oh, you said I get a new feature?
Yeah, another archetype feature. For you, Alanna, you gained another ranger archetype feature.
Yeah.
Since you are
Wait, so I gained a new spell.
Yeah.
Yes.
You
can
gain,
choose from your.
Yeah. You get one 4th level spell. I would suggest polymorph.
Yes.
Polymorph.
Yep.
Okay.
Transformation.
So, turns your beast companion. When your beast companion doesn't attack, you can use a bonus action to command the beast take a dash, disengage, dodge, or help action in its turn. There you go, Beastmaster. And then I think that's it for everyone's level up. And this is the reason why in specific that I started them off at level 6 is because look how long it took for us to get to a level 7.
11 weeks. Take polymorph, you can transform into any other creature you would like. Hell, you can transform into a shade if you wanted to do a distraction.
Awesome.
Right.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to take polymorph. Oh yeah, speaking of, like things from the chat, I saw someone say petition for Arya to have an adorable fiery hell kitten. And I just wanted to bring this up to DM because I approve.
No, because then Shay will chase it everywhere.
No, I think that my fiery
allergic to
little hell
cats.
kitten would get along with Shay.
Make a nature check next game about this in order to even figure out if there is such thing as fiery hellcats.
Yeah.
Actually, no, technically it would be a religion check because it's from a different plane of existence.
Yeah.
So...
Next game I will do that. I'm not going to forget. I'm going to bring it up right away.
Okay.
All right. So
Yeah.
with everything being said, I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up from here.
Yeah.
So, any last words, you guys?
You guys did not expect her to get arrested, did you?
Totally called it.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
You know what else was unexpected? My voice gives me super strength.
I didn't expect that her I smite you would actually cause someone to smite themselves. Am I giving her a big head now?
I like that. That's how you killed it. He had literally 5 health points left. And I was like, you want to know what? Let's see what. I want to know where this goes.
And she killed 2 of them. That means she gets more XP than me or Begonnen.
Yeah. For every kill that a player makes, they get an extra 50.
Yep. So
That's just a part of the reward system.
Yep.
All right. So yeah. Any major last words?
Not really.
No.
Thank you guys for watching, and thanks for putting up with our stuff.
Yep.
I have heartburn.
I do
Oh
too.
no.
Take some Pepto-Bismol.
My
I
back
actually have
hurts.
Rolaids, but I'm actually gonna go and drink some pickle juice.
Oh.
That would not help. That is.
Actually, it does help.
Mm. I hate it. I hate pickle juice. All right. Well then, you
Always
guys.
knew we could never be friends.
Well then, you guys. Thank you all for watching. And thank you all for sticking around for another episode of D6. And hopefully next week we will have a Sam, and perhaps a player. I don't know.
Someone keeps saying you keep doing cantrips wrong.
We'll figure it out before the next one.
Keep in mind is that this is a brewed game, and DM does have final say on how magic systems go around here. Sometimes I could just say, nah, there's no fucking magic system at all. What the fuck is a magic, right? That kind of bullshit. So cantrips are a really weird area for me in general. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for sticking around. Thank you guys for joining us on this magnificent little adventure that is D6. And I hope to see you all in the next week's episode. So, goodbye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye, buddy.
Farewell.
Yeah.